Are your classroom routines running on genuine understanding, or are they mostly about compliance? So this video is about examining where the understanding is actually landing and where it might not be. So here's a quick test for your classroom. Think about a routine that's been running reasonably well. Now ask yourself, what would happen if you weren't in the room? Would students follow that? Because if the answer is yes, there's probably some genuine understanding there. If the answer is, honestly, I'm not sure, or probably not, that's worth paying attention to, because compliance holds only when someone else is watching. And understanding is something that travels with the student, not with you. In other words, when you're gone, the student understands why they're doing what they're doing, and they continue to do it. So compliance is also a lot of work to maintain. It requires your presence, your reminders, your energy. When a routine is built on genuine understanding, something else carries it. So over time, I began realizing that the difference between a classroom that runs smoothly and one that constantly needs managing often isn't the routines themselves. It's whether students understand why those routines matter to everyone in the room, not just to the teacher. So a few questions that you might consider worth sitting with. In your classroom right now, which routines feel consistent and which ones seem to fall apart the moment your attention is somewhere else? That gap is usually where compliance ends and an understanding hasn't quite yet arrived. So if there is a student you're reminding constantly about the same routine, and you're not having to remind them because they're defiant, but something else. Maybe they're thorough or slow to transition, or genuinely don't notice the effect their pace has on the group. Before you add another reminder, it might be worth asking whether the why has been concrete enough for that student specifically. And when a routine breaks down, what do you return to? The steps or the purpose? Both matter, and when you come back from breaks and at certain times through the year, you want to practice the steps, but about the purpose? Because both matter, but they do different things. Returning to the steps gets the routine going again. Returning to the purpose is what changes the next time. That moment helped me understand something really important. The students who most need to understand the why often don't look like they're struggling. They look like kids who are doing their thing, unaware of the ripple it's creating for the people beside them. They're generally just being thoughtless, as children can be. Not malicious, just, oh, I didn't think about that. One thing worth trying, pick one routine that isn't holding consistently. Before you reteach the steps, spend 5 minutes on the purpose. What happens in this classroom when the routine works? What happens when it doesn't? What does it feel like to be the person waiting or not seeing that routine has been completed? A genuine question and enough space for an honest answer will take you further than another reminder. So I'm Marian from Engaging Curiosity, and I help teachers build calm, consistent classrooms through clear systems and thoughtful teaching. If this video has been useful, the next video is linked below. It's in that video, I'm going to look at how this understanding connects to the bigger classroom system and what actually shifts when students start to carry the why themselves. What shifts for you and what shifts for them. All right, hope to see you there. Bye for now.